Hey everybody, it's John here from VidGamiac.com, and here we are today back in Halo CE Anniversary grabbing the Headhunter achievement, which is to find all of the skulls in the game. We're starting off with the first level, Pillar of Autumn. After you learn all your controls, you're going to have to head behind here, and here is the first skull. You should get an achievement for 10 gamer score for finding your first one, and then move on to level 2, which is called Halo. You're going to start out in this big open area right here, and you want to head towards the pretty looking waterfall off in distance, and it's quite the walk. But if you've watched our How Pedestrian guide, which is to beat this whole level just by walking and not getting into a vehicle, you should be pretty used to walking. So anyways, behind this rock will be the next skull, and you can grab it after you admire all the nature and stuff. And next one, after you get the Warthog, or when you are supposed to get the Warthog, I'm doing the How Pedestrian achievement right now, that's why you see me on foot. But before you enter the tunnels by going downhill, you want to head up to the right here, and you should see this ledge. You kind of have to jump to get up here, but once you're up here, just run along the highest point you can so you don't fall off, and then drop down to this grassy area and keep following the cliffside until you find the skull. It will be past these two trees right over here, and just pick it up, and you are done for this level. So you can move on to level 3, the Truth and Reconciliation. Once you get to the hangar, you're gonna have to fight the Ton of Covenant right here. Anyways, it will be in the upper right hand corner of the room. You're basically gonna find a door there, and it's locked, and you're gonna have to wait until these doors open. They open twice, once to release a few grunts and jackals, and another time 2 hunters. And when it is the 2 hunters, that's probably the best time to get it. So grab it, and then moving on to the next level, Silent Cartographer. At the start of the level, immediately turn around and head all the way back here. You should see this cliff right here, and you want to make your way around it until you can find a place where you can climb up, which is right here, and then work your way up, and then over here, and then take another turn, and then all the way the edge of the cliff will be your next skull right here. Alright, next one's a little bit complicated and is probably the hardest skull to get. After you leave the base, you turn off the thing. You want to head all the way back down the cliffside, or you can jump down if you have enough health or overshield. I recommend having a full health bar for this, or keeping 1 overshield stocked. So if you see an overshield, don't pick it up until you need it. So you will find a downed pelican right here, and I'm trying to take out all the enemies. Try my best to keep my overshield active. And you want to pick up a rocket launcher right here, and then heal up or grab an overshield if necessary. Then we're going to head all the way back up to the base, and once again, that is quite the walk. And if you are down on health or don't have an overshield, just look for one, because you really need one, because we're going to be doing either a grenade jump or a rocket jump. There are overshields right there, as I've shown you. There are also 2 next to the base if you haven't used them yet. But anyways, you want to go over here, go back into the base. As I show you right there, there are 2 overshields right there, but I already used them. Anyways, head back to the place where you turned off the thing, and then head to the right. And then if you want to turn around, I'm going to zoom in right here, and there's where the skull is. You're going to have to do either a really lucky grenade jump, or you can use a rocket jump. So you want to aim down, get a running start, and then shoot the rocket, and then pull out your pistol. That actually gives you an extra boost. Or if you crouch, that also gives you an extra boost. Anyways, once you make it up here, you can grab the bandana skull, which is pretty much the most useful skull in the game. Alright, the next level, Assault on the Control Room. This is another one that's pretty tricky to get. You either need a grenade jump, or you can use the Warthog. Once you get outside, make sure you grab the Warthog and then bring it back indoors. And this is going to take a lot of finagling to get this through the doors, and as well as the tight corners. But steer it through the door. The doors don't open unless you proceed on foot, so to get them open, jump out and then jump back in the Warthog, and then you're going to get stuck, and then just jump out again. Now open up the door and just bring the Warthog through, and then just try to steer your way through these narrow hallways. And then try to make this turn, and then you have another one of those doors. Really annoying, but eventually you should be able to get it. And once you're through here, you want to try to make your way to the middle area. And once again, a lot of finagling with the Warthog. But once you get into here, you want to look for this ramp, and you want to try to wedge the Warthog up here. Basically, you want to get your 2 front wheels over the hole, so it should look like this. And the pillar to do this on should look a little something like this. It's basically the one that looks like a slide. It's like going in like that. Now normally you'd have to do a grenade jump, but this method you don't have to. You can do a running jump or a crouch jump from the top of the warthog and get on top of here. I think you're supposed to do a crouch jump. I've never gotten off a running jump, so crouch jump just to be safe. And grab the fog skull. That should be the halfway mark, so you should get an achievement for 25 gamer score. Anyways, continuing on the level, you're going to reach the part where you are going through the tunnels. Before you cross the bridge, if you look down here on this pipe, there should be the next skull. You just want to jump down there and then pick up the skull. And then to get back, you have to commit suicide, so get ready for that. Next level, 343 Guilty Spark. Before you head on indoors, you're going to be on this cliff right here, and you want to hug the ledge and just keep following this until you hit a wall. So as you can see, there's a ledge here. I'm just going to keep following it until I hit the wall. And then once you hit said wall, you want to just try to go down this ledge as careful as possible. You can die from fall damage, so just try to go as slow as possible, and the skull will be right here. Next one is in the library. Before you follow Guilty Spark into the first door, you're going to see these two vents on the side. You're going to have to do a grenade jump. So throw a grenade and then try to time your jump to get up here. Then you can make this with a running jump. It's the vent on the right. Turn on your flashlight and it should be at the end of this vent. It'll be right here. The next part, this is at the end of the level when the doors open up and it's just a huge amount of flood go in. Don't cross the bridge yet. You want to try to do some running jumps across these pillars right here. And trust me, you're going to get mowed down by the flood on easy, so this is going to take a lot of tries because those guys are just bitches. Anyways, just try to make your way up here, and if you are lucky enough and make it over here alive, you can grab the next skull. And then you can move on to the next level. 2 Betrayals. You want to wait until you can get a Banshee. This is towards the end of the level when you are outside for the second time, I believe. And you are going to have to take a Banshee to get up to the balcony to enter back indoors, but you want to take it all the way back to the tunnel and just want to fly over here past everybody and just try to make your way across. Look at the pretty snow. Careful not to crash into trees. Anyways, this is the tunnel area. You exit from this tunnel, but you actually have to take the Banshee to get back onto this ledge right here. And next to the door will be the next skull. And then the final one is on the last level of the mall. When you get to the open area, after you make the huge jump, you are going to have to wait for pickup. But then, obviously, spoilers, pickup doesn't work. So the timer is going to stop. That's your indication that you should get the skull. It'll be on this pipe right here. So what you want to do is you want to drive the warthog, and you want to kind of leave a little ledge, because obviously if you hop out of the warthog and there will be no space, you are going to take a nasty fall. So try to go at an angle like this, or you can back the warthog up, but it's kind of tricky to jump with the gun in the way. So I just left a little gap right here, and you can try to make your way up. There is a second warthog back in the tunnel in case you mess up, like the warthog goes over the edge. So anyways, try to make it up here. Just be careful not to fall, because then you have to restart the whole warthog sequence, and that's a pain. And then at the end of this pipe will be the last skull. And there's the achievement, 50 gamer score, and that's all there is to it.